Just pour the coffee.
Hey everyone, I am back. Moño robe coffee. And I'm here to tell you some stories. So welcome back to Behind Her Coffee Stories of Motherhood. And let's begin. Oh, and if you want to support the channel or just want to color and listen, I do have a color and sip page on my Etsy page if you want to go ahead and do that here with the channel. So let's get into it. So yesterday I went to dinner to celebrate my niece graduating from high school, graduate of 2026, and she's about to be turning 18. So I'm super excited for her, love her to pieces. And I went to dinner with family and it was just me. My husband decided to stay home with the two girls and it was just me. And I was thinking, I don't remember the last time I went to dinner, like just me. And it was just crazy. So I'm sitting there, I'm watching everyone talk, and I just didn't know what else to talk about other than my daughters, other than mom life, other than being a mom. And I realized I don't know myself outside being a mom anymore. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just kind of like, when you're wrapped up in something, when you're wrapped up in something for so long, you kind of forget. That was like with teaching. I didn't know how to talk about anything else other than teaching because that was just kind of my whole world. Now being a mom is my whole world. And I'm a stay-at-home mom as it is. So I felt this kind of sense of, I need to get out. I need to have a little bit more time of just me time. And then every mom knows this, the mom guilt set in. Yeah. Why am I going to leave my babies? My niece is about to be 18. She's graduating high school. She's no longer a baby anymore. And I feel like that time has flew. And being an aunt, so I became an aunt at 13. And then my niece that just graduated is the third one. And this one really hit me. I grew up with them, but every graduation we've had previous, I was either with a newborn baby or like a baby, or I was pregnant. So I was still experiencing all that like little baby bliss. And this is the first time I'm experiencing or realizing, kids get older and I don't have a baby anymore. My oldest is no longer going to be considered a toddler soon. And you don't know how much my heart, it's not like it breaks, but it's just my babies. And then I started spiraling into, why do I need more time away from them? I need all the time here at home with them. Like, I can wait. But then can I wait? Do I need the time? Do I need this? But I want my babies around. Like, they were so happy when I got home. And then I get into these modes where I'm overstimulated. I'm just a mess. And I'm thinking, I just need a break, right? Again, I just need a break. But my algorithm on Instagram was flooded with memories or with people putting up memories of, look at my kid throughout the years and them graduating. Or this is I don't remember the last time I held my child. Or the wedding where the dad is like, I gave my daughter this at 16 and I've held a key on me since that day, and now I'm handing it over to like, I've been a ball of tears all day thinking, my babies, I don't want them to grow up. Every parent doesn't want them to grow up, but like that sinking feeling of one day they're going to graduate high school like my niece. They're going to turn 18 like my niece. They're going to get married. They're going to grow old. They're going to get older. And then I'm going to be left here. I'm going to be left here to have coffee in a quiet home without toys. In a clean house in ooh, this is getting to me. It's going to be just me and my husband. I love my husband. I love him so much. And it's really hard, when you really think about it. And especially when you see someone you love getting older and hitting those milestones, and it just makes it oh so real for you. And I'm really feeling it. I hope there's a mom out there that's really feeling it as well, because I'm really feeling it. And then I get irritated at the fact that because I'm a stay-at-home mom and because I feel overstimulated sometimes, the comments I get are, well, you're educated, just go back to work. You'll feel better if you go back to work. What do you mean I'll feel better if I go back to work? So you want me to take my time that I have with my kids away to put them in daycare so I can go back to work to feel better about myself, so I can have what's left of their day, which is maybe dinner and bedtime, which is not a lot. That's what you want me to have. You want me to leave them and have this. I am very grateful and very fortunate that I get to be home with my children and I get to spend this time with my children. And you're going to tell me to leave them. And it's very much this reoccurring of, stay-at-home moms, like they don't do anything, they this, they that, like they're the problems. Like I get people have an issue with the whole trad wife kind of lifestyle. I would consider myself very traditional. I'm a stay-at-home mom as well. I'm a wife. And it feels very much like an attack on someone who I have my master's degree. I have my bachelor's, I have my master's, I have a teaching credential. And it's like, well, you should be out working, showing your kids that, a woman is supposed to be out making money. Why can't I be home enjoying my kids? Why do I have to be out away from them to show them a strong mom? Why can't a stay-at-home mom be a strong mom? It's very, very frustrating. And all I want is the best for my daughters. And I think because I have daughters, it's like this pressure is put on where you have to be the very best, the biggest model for them. You can't be just a normal human, or you can't just enjoy the time that you have with them now. It's like we have to go, right? We have to go. And it's just so frustrating because I am thoroughly trying to hold on to all the time I have with my kids. Because one day, like I said before, they're not going to be here. I'm going to be working. I'm going to be back at work, back in the classroom, and they're going to come visit me. That's just, how life is going to be. But yet you want me to rush back into that instead of enjoying what I have here at home. And, I don't envy my husband. My husband wakes up, goes to work, comes home and gets maybe dinner, a couple kisses before bed, and then that's it. We start again. He gets the weekend. I don't envy him. And this whole wanting, I'm sorry, I just don't envy that. I just don't want that. What I do want is to be able to help and kind of do this financially at home so I can still be with my girls. Maybe that's the aspect I still want to do, but to leave them, that's the part where it irks me a little. And I'm not saying, I have total respect for working moms, total respect for them. My mom is a working mom. My mom has always worked, but I have a choice. And my choice was to stay at home. There are mothers who have choices and their choices are to work. great for them. I'm not talking about any of you. I'm talking about me and maybe a mom that's in my situation and things that irk me. So don't come at me for going, oh, well, working moms are working moms are working moms. I get it. I get it. I was raised by one. Total respect. I am probably the only stay-at-home mom out of my family. Ooh, I don't know what that was. But guess what? Just because I'm not a working mom doesn't mean I'm not putting in work. That's just what I'm still putting in lots of work here. I am still 24/7. I am still the moment they wake up to the moment everyone goes to bed. So stop pushing me. Stop. I feel like I'm being pushed. I'm not saying anyone in particular, but just in general, I just feel like I'm being pushed to kind of get back to it. And my husband's the type that's like, stay at home as long as you want to stay at home, be a stay-at-home mom. He's even like, let's homeschool our kids even more. Like, you want to be here? Like, why not homeschool your kid? Like, you are a credentialed teacher. Why go back and teach a group of children who are not going to get the attention to detail and the time that you would give a one-on-one kid like I can do with my own daughter here at home? So, yeah, I am just kind of feeling all the feels, and I'm once again trying to enjoy being home, but also trying to figure out me as a person, because a lot of times we forget who we are. And I know it's very easy to say, oh, just give them to your husband and go out, go do this, go do that. Just give them to your husband, go do this, go do that. But the mom guilt is what holds me back. My husband just worked all week. He's trying his hardest to make sure that he can also give his job a better version of him. He is a teacher. So a better version of him so he can actually do his job. So I am in this, like, I don't want to, like, not throw my kids at my husband because they are his kids, but say, okay, it's your time, and then run out the door. I've seen a lot of videos about this where it's like, husband's home, okay, gone. Okay, gone. And it's like, yes, I do want my time. Yes, I do want to have a little separation for just me, but I'm also trying to be mindful of my husband. And I'm also handling this kind of, how much time do I want to step away from my kids and figure myself out? Because maybe there are some moms who might need a lot of time. Maybe there's some moms who are like, I just need to head to the gym, clear my brain, and come back. Or maybe it's like me, how I've been doing, where it's like, I really just want to go grab a coffee, drive for 30 minutes, clear my head, have some peace and quiet, and then come home. Like, that's all I need. And I'm still figuring it out. But I will say, there are a lot of opinions about that I've noticed. And it's like, well, no, Carmen, you should want this. No, Carmen, you should want that. No, Carmen, I swear everyone has opinions once you become a mom. Before I became a mom, people were very confident in my decisions. Oh, she's got it. She's got it. Oh, she's going places. Oh, look at her. Like, she's got it. That's who you should be modeling yourself after. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but so I graduated college with my BA at 22, and I became a teacher that school year after. So it was one of those, I was on the go. I was on the go. And now that I've like slowed down, it's like people are like, oh, are you okay? Oh, are you this? I don't think you're making the right decision. And it's like, you were just okay. What makes my decisions now any different than my decisions before? What makes it any different? I am the same person. I am still just as driven. I am still like, I'm motivated, I'm driven, I'm doing the dang thing. It's just that I'm doing it here at home. I've localized it to my home, to my kids. And I think for me, that's where I want to put my focus on, are my kids, to, my home, my life. This is my future. This is my forever. And that's where I want to be putting my focus on. I think I just went on a rant, but I just needed to let it out. How many of us just need to let it out sometimes? And I'm hoping this sounds like a good little FaceTime or voice memo from a mom friend who's like, "Hey, let's chat. Here's what's going on." It's funny because I was talking to someone the other day, and I was telling them, like, I'm really concerned about this. This is gonna sound like it's coming out of left field, but that's just how my brain works, right? It feels like I'm concerned about my mom brain, like the forgetfulness. I don't understand what's going on. I even went on ChatGPT and was like, "Is this normal? Is this normal?" And then ChatGPT brought up something like, moms can experience you can experience mom brain, like your brain changes, but also it brings up and brings to the front of, like, some women are ADHD and they're now starting to see it. And tell me why I went on a huge spiral down this. And I was like, do I have ADHD? Is like, what's going on? Like, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh my gosh. I went to my husband. I asked ChatGPT to give me questions to ask my husband. And I was like, babe, do I do this? Do I do this? Is this okay? Do I do this? I even had it come up with questions to ask my parents and ask people around me, like, hey, you obviously knew me when I was little. Did I do this? Like, is this normal? Like, what's going on? And my husband's like, I don't think you have ADHD. But I was spiraling. And I even so I have different chats with ChatGPT. And I even had ChatGPT kind of analyze my chats. And I'm like, does it sound like I have ADHD? Like, is something going on that you can kind of like analyze and tell me? And it was like, well, if you have any concerns, you can go and have that evaluated. But I was talking to someone and they were like, they had told me kind of like the same situation. Obviously, ChatGPT was an AI was not a part of their world at the time, but they were telling me, yeah, mom brain, crazy. And then I thought I had ADHD and I was like, oh my God, I'm not the only one. Okay. Now I feel like I'm not going crazy, because I just thought, I was like, did I miss this my whole life? Is this something that, like, I should get looked into? Is something going on? And then I have multiple sclerosis, so I have lesions in my brain. It's not as scary as you think, but I do have them. And I was thinking, is this part of my, like, MS? Are the scars messing with my memory? But I think it's just mom brain. It's just I had a kid 2 years ago, and I'm still not back to normal. I'm not saying normal, quote unquote normal. I'm not back to pre-baby, and that's okay. I'm going to be forgetful. I have 1,000,001 things going on in my head. Million things going on in my head. And it just never stops. It never stops. And then I wake up in the morning the next day tired, because obviously my brain was going all day, and then it's still going on at night. And then when you have a really, like, chaotic dream where you're doing things and you wake up like, I didn't even rest in my dream. Like, oh my goodness. I need to relax. My brain needs to calm down. I need to find a way to calm down. I have therapy tomorrow, so I'm gonna ask her how I can calm the noggin, or some ways that I can remember things. I used to use sticky notes, but my daughters will pull that off. I'll lose it. But yeah, that's me. I hope you enjoyed this chat. I didn't even take a sip of my coffee. Isn't this cute, this mug? Yeah. Well, don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the notification button. If you're on Spotify, don't forget to subscribe so you can see when the next episode's coming, or follow. And if you want to listen or even support the channel, if you want to listen in color, go get the coloring page for this episode. Each episode has a different set of coloring pages that are just for the episode. So I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next week, and hopefully less scatterbrained. A Coffee with Carmen production.